This historical moment brought to you by Railway City Improv. Enjoy.
While Europe burned, Viola Spolin was in Chicago teaching immigrant kids to play pretend. Turns out she was inventing modern comedy. Her theater games were brilliantly sadistic. Want to talk? Touch your scene partner. Every word. Emotional distance became physically impossible. She made actors perform entire scenes in made-up languages. No clever dialogue allowed, just pure emotional desperation and interpretive flailing. Her son, Paul, used her games at Compass Players, which spawned Second City. Suddenly, structured spontaneity became America's comedy goldmine. In 1955, Chicago got its first improv theater. The Compass Players used Spolin's games to create pure, spontaneous magic nightly. Then Mike Nichols and Elaine May had a dangerous idea. What if we polished the good stuff and performed it again? Art meets capitalism, baby. Soon, improv split into tribes. Short form became pop music, quick laughs, game shows, Whose Line Glory. Accessible, addictive, long form became jazz, sustained narratives, deep character work, 25-minute explorations. Pretentious? Maybe. But also kind of beautiful. In 1920s, Vienna, psychiatrist Jacob Moreno had patients act out their problems on stage. He called it psychodrama. Everyone thought he was bonkers. 20 years later, Viola Spolin used theater games to help shy immigrant kids in Chicago communicate. Turns out, pretending to be a tree genuinely helped. By the late 90s, therapists started having a collective epiphany. The improv exercises they taught for fun were identical to their actual anxiety treatment protocols. In 2002, they made it official, founding the Applied Improvisation Network. Theater games became legitimate therapy. The weirdos had been right all along. In 1950s Chicago, broke theater kids invented improv comedy to avoid learning actual lines. They called it art. Everyone else called it weird. Decades later, psychologists noticed something bizarre. These weirdos saying yes and to everything were somehow less anxious than normal humans with real jobs. Turns out, pretending to be a talking banana in front of strangers forces you to stop overthinking. Who knew therapy could be this ridiculous? Now improv is actual mental health treatment. Your grandma's anxiety meds? Outdated. Robot dentist scenes? Cutting-edge science. For decades, improv was weird nonsense. Then scientists studied it. Making stuff up cures social anxiety. Psychiatrists were shook. The secret? Improv forces you into the exact situations you avoid. It's exposure therapy, but with more jazz hands and pretend robots. When you watch someone bomb a scene and survive, your brain realizes failure isn't fatal. Vicarious learning works. Science confirmed it. Bonus, it murders perfectionism. 10 weeks shows medium effect sizes for anxiety and depression. Your brain on improv, measurably better. Second City trains performers. Their mission? Make you SNL ready, polish your craft, prepare for auditions, turn you into a professional comedian. It works. Their alumni are everywhere. But plot twist, most improv students will never perform professionally. They just want to talk to humans without sweating. Enter Railway City Improv. Their goal? Reduce anxiety, help you make eye contact, stop overthinking, performance optional, therapy mandatory. What same yes and exercises, wildly different goals. One creates comedians, the other creates people who can attend parties without hiding in bathrooms. In 1960s London, Keith Johnstone created weird theatre games at the Royal Court. Public improv was literally illegal, so he called them workshops. His theatre machine toured Europe with collaborative storytelling. People built narratives one word at a time, forcing absolute interdependence, terrifying and magical. By 1979, Johnstone documented these in his book, Impro. Synchronized spontaneity wasn't just fun, it rewired how brains collaborate. Therapists realized one-word stories force active listening, kill self-consciousness, and build genuine connection. Comedy games became clinical interventions. In 1920s Vienna, psychiatrist Jacob Moreno had a radical idea. What if people literally acted out each other's problems? He called it psychodrama. Role reversal became his signature move. Switch positions, embody the other person, feel their reality. Turns out, pretending to be someone builds empathy. By the 1960s, theater nerds discovered Pass the Face, transmitting emotions through silly expressions without words. Communication training disguised as playground game. Today, corporations pay big money for these exercises. Making weird faces and role-playing conflicts is now professional development. By the early 2000s, tech companies noticed their employees had the social skills of feral raccoons. This was bad for quarterly earnings. Corporate executives panicked. Workers couldn't collaborate. Someone suggested hiring theater people. Desperation breeds innovation, apparently. Suddenly, accountants pretended to be toasters. Engineers played invisible ball. It was humiliating. But then something weird happened. They started talking. Google, Facebook, Stanford MBA programs jumped on board. Improv became a corporate weapon. Yes, and makes capitalism smoother. Profits win. Year 2000. Corporate America was dying of boredom. Then someone had a terrible idea. What if executives did improv comedy? Google went first, forcing engineers to play pretend. Facebook made workers do human-machine exercises. By 2012, Stanford MBA students were playing freeze tag. Amazon workers zip-zapped between shifts. Then 2020 hit, and Zoom improv became personal hell. But as AI and social media turned us into phone zombies, improv became the antidote. Now companies pay thousands to teach adults how to listen. Yes, and that's capitalism, baby.